All right, today we're making more improvements to Classroom Core, and we're going to focus on the user profile. So we're going to log in real quick. We've got sort of a dirty shortcut here to the user profile. It's going to build. This is just a basic look at it. It's kind of a complex system. So I wanted to make sure I got all my systems working right before I expanded it. Let me give you an example of one of the reasons why it's a little complicated, and that is I've tried to build everything customizable. So if we look at this, this is allows either the user or an administrator to choose the order that profile information is displayed. So we can make a change there. Of course, we'll have a tool for it, and look, it's gone to last name first instead of first name last. And that's just one of the little features. That's not even including decrypting private information and making sure that it's slotted in correctly and displayed correctly in this correct order. So it's a complicated system. Right, one of the improvements that we're making today on the user profile field has to do with encrypted values. And so we're gonna let this build up for just a second. And if we take a look down here in these profile fields, this social security number is not a column value in a database table. This value is protected by PGP encryption. And if we take a look, if we go through and just print out a bunch of the user data, you can see that private field starts there and ends here. And in this band of encrypted text is where that social security number value lives. But since it doesn't exist as a column in a table, it made it a little more difficult to sort it. And because see, we have it in this list here, if we want to be able to customize the location where that list is displayed, we have to be able to have it exist in this list and not throw an error whenever we loop through and we start assigning these values and we build the user object that we use to display it on the site. And so we just made a few improvements in this loop here, and the solution that we finally arrived on is just this little array key check. It just double checks that any value that we're wanting to assign to the user object has an existing key, and then it has values assigned to it. And then when it goes through that loop, it will assign it in its appropriate place, and that allows us to have a list that can be customized either by the users or the admins, while also being able to protect private information with PGP encryption. last little change that we made to the user profile was making sure that these sections here updated correctly, because we log changes in the database whenever someone makes an update to the profile, just as another layer of auditing, so you can see who's making changes and when they're changing them. Of course, it links up to their user profile page. These sections we had to go through and add a little bit of extra code, some if-thens to track down when those sections were updated, who updated them, and then going ahead and pulling the first name and last name of the individual that updated them from their profile. And that is probably where we're going to end today, and we'll see you back again whenever we do more in the workshop.